let's make a blog post. So you can basically make the post on WordPress, and I'll also show you another way or platform where you can make your post. If you have a WordPress website, you can make your post by clicking on the post, then say add new post. Okay. Recall we talked about the importance of having a good structure to your post. So let's see how this looks. All right. The first thing we are prompted to do is to add our title. Okay. We go ahead and then add our title. Our title is how to boost your immune system naturally. Okay, we already worked on this title and seen that it's good. Then after you've written your title, what follows is for you to basically write your blog. In every WordPress blog, you need to do what? To create a block, what is called a block. So to add a block, you click on this plus. You see, you have different blocks, right? Let me click on browse all so that we see the different blocks. All of these blocks and patterns help you to basically add sections to your blog. For instance, you have the accordion, right? Accordions are basically used for FAQs, okay? If you want to add FAQs to your blog, you use the accordion block. If you want to add button, say like a submit button or whatever button you want to add, you add the button. If you want to add a call to action button, you add the call to action button, okay? I'm certain you have seen a blog post where you basically had a countdown, maybe to a product launch, you add the countdown, okay? There's a counter number where you have the active users that count based on users that subscribe to your platform. You can use that. There are basically tons of them to explore, okay? So, but in adding your post, we are basically going to look at the 6 crucial blocks, which is the paragraph, the list, the heading, and we are basically not going to be using the shortcode or the embed on this post, but we will definitely use the image, okay? All right, so let's do this now. I want to start with the paragraph, right? I go ahead and click on paragraph, but because I've written my blog post on Microsoft Word already, processed it and formatted it on Word, I'll copy it and paste on the paragraph block. All right. So now we have everything entered as paragraph. Even these so-called headings you have here, they are entered as paragraph. Okay. So what we need to do, we talked about the structure. We need to structure it in such a way that it is easy to read. Okay. So now we have this first paragraph, right? We need to make sure that this second block, all of these are individual blocks, right? You could see how they appear. So they are individual blocks and they are to be entered so, okay? To make sure readability is enhanced. All right, so you see that this is still on the paragraph block, right? I click on this and I go to the block. I then can change it to any of these blocks, but my interest is the heading block. So when I change it to the heading block, I need to change it to the type or level of heading. Usually for this case, heading 4 is most appropriate. So heading 1 is the biggest heading, then the smallest is heading 6, okay? So I want to pick heading 4 is most appropriate for this. I leave this as paragraph because that is what it's meant to be. Then I go ahead and change this all to headings and heading 4, okay? So you can also format here to basically align it, right? To any section you want to align. You can align left, align middle, or align right, okay? But left is better, right? You can add quotes if you like by clicking on the quote block, okay? So immediately you did that, are you seeing your readability? Your readability became green. Probably I will have shown you your readability before now. Immediately you posted it, it was yellow. This readability is provided by Yoast. This section of the blog is provided by Yoast, a plugin that helps for SEO and readability improvement. All of these additions usually are important to ensure that you can have a content that is of quality. Okay, it tells us that we are using enough passive voice, right? And our consecutive sentence is great. That is, we have variety in our speech. Consecutive sentence could be, maybe you say there are, there are, there are, there are. For instance, you see that some people will write and say, they'll say, to help you grow, to help you stand out, to help you do this. So that is not a good way to write. It's not an efficient way to write at all. Okay, you could just say, this program will help you to, then you can say, achieve great results. So you see that the first to in the introduction helps cover the rest, so that we don't have consecutive sentences that will spoil readability. Our subheading distribution is great, right? So what is our subheading? This is our subheading. Each of these heading here, from the number 1, 2, 3, all the way to 6. So the subheading distribution is great. Our paragraph length, no paragraph is lengthy. Why is it saying no paragraph is lengthy? We could see here that the paragraph is counting as readable are these paragraphs. This paragraph here, right? It counts this as a separate paragraph. It counts this as well as a separate paragraph. But if we were to basically change this to paragraph, you'll see that the readability score will change by a margin, right? You'll see what will happen. Let's swap this all the way down to a paragraph. And let's stop here and let's see paragraph. Okay, are you seeing our readability now? Our readability is now orange. It tells us this, that our problem is that our subheading distribution, say you are not using any subheading, although your text is rather long. Are you seeing? Because it takes everything to be one paragraph, because we don't have subheading. Although our content is great, because we have 4 good results, but it would have been better if we had better subheading distribution. Okay, so let's take them back to headings. You see, our readability score is back to green because we basically have segmented this into small piece. Okay, now our SEO now is the issue. We need to work on the SEO. See, the SEO is red, so we need to work on the SEO. We need to start by taking care of our key phrase. And remember what our key phrase was selected to be. Our key phrase was selected to be immune system. This is what our key phrase was, suggested by Cool Schedule, right? So let's head on and see why so. So taking care of your immune system, are you seeing we have immune system up here, right? We also have immune system in our title, right? So this makes it good. So let's go ahead and use immune system as our focus key phrase. Okay, we have the immune system now as our focus key phrase. So if you want several key phrases, you go ahead and put comma and add more. Okay, you can add more. All right. So there are several things that add to our SEO performance. Our key phrase, our slug. Slug here refers to our link, right? Or the URL of the post. So let's say sometimes some platforms automatically picks the URL for you based on your topic. But let's go ahead and say, and basically copy this topic to our URL. Okay, so we'll paste it. And when we paste it, remember that the URL is only separated by dash, right? So we need to make this to be separated by dash. So let's basically see suggestions from our SEO analysis. So what we have been able to do that is good is that our key phrase is in our introduction. You see what I showed us. Then our key phrase is here. The immune system is in our introduction. This is good. It's in our title. This is excellent. So you are going to see it. Okay. It has not been previously used, so I've not used it on this blog. The key phrase is in our slug, which is our URL here. So immune system, right? It's in our URL, which is good. Then the text length of the total blog contains 378 words, which is excellent. Then the SEO title width, this is the title width, is great because you see this title width, right? We have the title, you see it green. You recall that the headline analyzer told us that our title, our headline was great, right? Told us our count was great. So let's see it reflecting here. It's excellent. Okay. Now, but there's something missing. There are things rather missing. You see, outbound links, links to take us outside. Are we basically connecting with other blogs, for instance? Let's do it this way and you see what happens. An outbound link is a link that take readers out of your post. Probably you link a great blog, right? Let's use this link as an outbound link, okay? We are going to be using this title here, or let's check on, I think one of the best recommended by CoSchedule, I think 9 ways to boost, yes. Let's use this as our outbound link. This is going to Healthline. This blog was written by professionals and medically reviewed. This is great content and with references that will be good to be outbound links, right? When we want to give outbound links, we should give outbound links to content that have been verified, basically adding more quality to our own content, right? So let's look at this outbound link. They are talking about getting enough sleep, eat more whole food plants, eat more healthy fats, and so on. So you need to add the links appropriately, right? They say eat good food, get your beauty sleep, right? So eating healthy, I can just highlight eating healthy or highlight whole grain. You see, they say eat whole grains, right? So I can highlight this and come to this link button here and click on the link button, then paste the link, right? So I've inserted the link. So let's go down and see if that is still there. You see, our outbound link is here. It's a good job. Okay. Now, what is left? Internal links. Internal links are necessary because you have to connect one blog. That is why the content calendar is very important, because you have to connect one content to the other. And when you have talked about this previously, you see that it's going to help you help you connect what you've talked about, basically. So let's search for something and say, so these are blog posts from Terra Skills, right? And tips on improving your emotional health, how emotional intelligence can improve your well-being. So let's look at this one, tips on how to promote your emotional health. Okay. So what I want to do as an internal link now is to copy this link, right? I have to copy this link and then head back to my new post. So let's look for relax, drink, get moving, keep it clean. So I want to put it on relax and unwind. Okay, then we are talking about, let's make meditation here. Let's see, we're talking about think before you act, manage stress, strive for balance, take care of physical health, connect with others, right? I think connect with others will basically match that content, right? So let's go here and say chill out. Yes. So take your time to chill out. So let me link this. I put the new link and I click on enter. Okay. So if you go to our SEO analysis now, you'll see that we have really done great for ourselves. Okay. So one of the recommendations was that we have an image here. So to enter an image here, I want to create a blog here. Okay. I want to add another blog, and this blog will be an image blog. Okay. I click the image blog. I can insert from a URL, that is from an external source, a link. or I upload from our media here. So I've downloaded this photo from freepik.com. Okay, I click and say, okay, now this is where the photo came from. We search for stressed employee from freepik.com, and we have numerous photos here to download from. Okay, to download, you click on the photo of choice, then click on download, click the size you want to download. It's recommended that you take the small size because it's appropriate for the WordPress blog or most blog. Okay. All right. So we have added this now. What is important is that we ensure that we add text that will help our SEO. Okay. Let's say immune system function, because we have immune system on our key phrase, and this would definitely help us. Okay. So that's added. Then we go to adding our featured image. We click on post, then we scroll down to featured image. So you click on set featured image. Then we want to pick this same image you entered from our library. But if you are to upload an image, you click on upload, select file, then go to the image, click on it and say open. Okay, but we already uploaded it, so let's select it from our media library. So you put alternative text. On the alternative text, make sure you put words or phrases that will basically help your search, right? And it should match your key phrase. Then you set featured image, then you click on publish to publish. So this post was already published. That is why the publish button now turns to update, right? When you are editing the post, it turns to update. So the post is updating, and then we have our post here. All right.